Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineer. My name is Justice Unwaka and I am your instructor. Today, I'll be showing you how to calculate edge distance and also how to insert base plates and then also how to insert an anchor bolt on Prota steel. But before then, I'll have to carry you back to Protastructure, where we have to export this model of this steel model to this Prota steel. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so right now you can see that this is a steel model that was done in Prota software 2022, but basically this is a default steel models that comes with every Protastructure model 2022. So right now, the main reason I took this sample of this model or this default model is to show you guys how to calculate edge distance and also how to insert your base plate and your anchor bolt perfectly on Prota steel. Okay, so right now you can see that if you can look at our design status right now, you will see that I have run the design status here, and I can see that all the members are okay, which is all the steel members are okay, both the stanchions and the trusses and the side bracings and all that, they are all okay. Also the pole lines, they are all okay. So once you have checked that your steel members are okay, then it is now time for you to now export your steel model from Protastructure down to Prota steel here, as you can see that. So you can see that this is now a Prota steel here. So once you have checked everything and everything is okay and your steel members are okay, no one is failing, then you will now have to now go here and then click on this place here that says what? Then click on this place that says Prota steel. Now once I click on this place now, it will have to now export this our Prota steel model here to Prota steel. So right now I'll just come here right now and then click on this place here that says Prota steel here. Okay, so once you have clicked here, then you have to allow it now to open. So once it opens right now, it will open up the Prota steel model. So as you can see right now, this is already my Prota steel here, which is already open, as you can see it here. So if I now maximize this around here right now, come here just now and then maximize this here, you will see that my Prota steel here is already loaded here. As you can see that the same model that we have on our Prota, as you can see the model here, the same model we have here on our Protastructure here is the same model that we have on this Prota steel here, as you can see that. So it has now transferred this Prota model, this steel model here, this steel model from the Protastructure down to this Prota steel here. So it is on this Prota steel now we will now begin to now perform the steel connection, where we'll have to connect all the members as they are meant to be. Okay, so right now on this class right now, or on this training, I will be showing you how to now insert your base plate and also insert your anchor bolt. But you can't just insert that without you knowing how to calculate your edge distance between the bolt and the plate. Okay, so right now you can now see that all other steel columns here are not carrying base plate and also anchor bolt. So I will use these other ones now and then show you how to calculate and also how to insert those these just like this here. Okay, so right now let's begin now. Okay, so to begin to insert your base plate and also anchor bolt, basically the base plate first comes first. So for us to insert our base plates, the first thing you are meant to do is to know the size of your steel stanchion, basically the column. So that will take us back now to Prota steel, to this Prota structure here, and then I'll just go back right now to my normal model view. I'll go out from this design interface here, and then that takes me back to this place now. So if I now hover my mouse cursor here, or just click, hover my mouse button here, or click on this steel here and then right click and then say properties to check the size of these steel columns. So I'll come here right now and then say properties here and wait for it to open up these steel column properties here. Okay, that's fine. So you can see that now from this property now we are having 249 by 248. So basically this is basically 250 by 250. And if I now hover my mouse my mouse now over this place now, you can see that this is showing UB 250 by 250 by 60 by 67. So that is the size of this T-stanchion. So this T-stanchion is basically 250 by 250 UB. So right now, I'll quickly come right now and go back to my Prota steel here and open it up. Now on this Prota steel now, since we have known the size of what? We have known the size of this steel stanchion here, which is the column here, we can now calculate for the size of our base plate. Now to do that right now, I'll carry you back to AutoCAD here, and on this AutoCAD now, you can see that I have already done that here. Now, how do I do that right now? I did this size. You can see that since my steel stanchion was given me, we had 250 by 250, so we had 250 from here to here. Gives us what? 250. As you can see that this is now 250, which is the size of our steel member, which is 250. Okay, and also the width also. The width here also is also 250 here. From this point here, out to this out here is also 250. So once you have now determined the size of your steel column on top of your base plate, then you can now begin to now calculate for the size of your base plate. Alright, so right now I'll just remove this dimension for the steel column here, since I've already known the size. I'll take it off now, and then I will just first of all take a preliminary size, just assume a size, because basically in engineering, the first thing you must start to do is to assume a size. But it is good to assume an adequate size. You don't just assume any kind of figures, like as you know that this our steel model here, this our steel member here, which is the column, is giving us what? 250 by what? 250. You will not just come and assume let me say 413 or 400. No, there is a good assumption you are meant to do, like 300, 350, 325, 375, 400, 450, 425. Yeah, don't just go and assume 412 and all that. Those values are odd numbers, and they are not good. Okay, so right now I took 375 as my assumption. And how do I now assume this? I assume this by adding just 50. Now when I now added 50 to what? 250, it now gave me what? 300. And I have to add to either I add 50 again to his 400, but I said, okay, let me try with what? 375 first. And if it fails, I'll now go ahead and now go and use what? 400, and then go and increase the size. So right now, since I have chosen what? 375 by 375 as my base plate for this distance right here. So the next thing now is to now know where your bolt is meant to be. It is very, very good to know the exact position of your bolt and to pick the adequate edge distance. Alright, so right now the first thing to do, as you can see, I have already placed my bolts, and I want to use 4 bolts on this base plate, which to me it is adequate. Okay, but since I have chosen that I want to use 4 bolts, now the next thing again right now is to now locate the exact position, because in every software, be it Staadpro, Tekla, any kind of software, Prota, you must know the exact position that you're meant to do, that you want your bolt to be. Right? So right now there is a calculation for edge distance and also bolt to bolt distance. So, and then that calculation is that minimum edge distance from the edge of the base plate to the center of the bolt is 1.5 multiplied by the bolt diameter. Now in this case now, I want to assume my bolt diameter to be M16. So I want to use a bolt diameter of M16 for this steel stanchion. So right now, since I've assumed a bolt diameter of M16, I will now quickly go and then go and calculate the minimum edge distance for that bolt size. Okay, so right now, since I chose M16 and then that formula said 1.5 multiplied by what? By the diameter of the bolt. So 1.5 right now multiplied by the diameter of bolt, which is 16, that gives me what? That gives me 24. So 24 should be the minimum edge distance from the center of this bolt to the edge of the base plate, as you can see that. So that should be 24. So from that 24 right now, you can see that I chose 30. So what this thing just tells you right now is that that let this distance minimum should be 24 for a both size of M16. So right now, from this 24, which you have known the minimum, you can now choose to now increase your own size, your own spacing, but let it not be below 24. I don't know if you get me. So right now, since I have known that my distance for M16 size of bolt is what? Is 24. So I can choose to use 25 or 20 or 28 or 30, 35, 50 and all that. But I must not go and use anything below 24 like to use 23. No, that will fail. Okay? So right now you can see that I have now chosen to use what? 30. Some other person can choose to use 50. But the main thing is that let it not be below 24, which you have already calculated. So that is the edge distance calculation between the edge of the base plate to the bolt. Okay, so right now, once you have known that is the, now since I chose 30, you can see that I have to use 30 for everywhere. From here to here I use 30, and also from this point, from this point also to this point I use 30. As you can see that 30 millimeter, and also the same thing here from this point again to this point here I use 30, and from here again to here I use 30. Now these things is very, very good for you to know, because you are going to apply all these principles while on the Prota steel. Okay, so right now, since I have chosen to be 30 right now, the next thing again, the next distance again you are meant to know is what is the distance from the center of your base plate. You can see that this place here, this line shows the center of the base plate. So from the center of the base plate to the center of your bolt, what is the distance? As in this case, now you can see that the distance right now is showing me 157 or 158. So I'll just pick 158 as my distance. Okay, so I picked 158 as my distance from the center of the plate to the center of the bolt. So right now that you have now known these things, now let's now dive into the Prota steel to now go and implement all this. So right now, once you come back to your Prota steel and you have known all this, then now to now insert a base plate on Prota steel, the first thing you do is to now do what? Is to now go on where it says here Prota base plate connection here. Now once you click on base plate connection here, the first thing to do is to choose this one that says what? Simple base plate. Now Prota steel comes with a default sizes. Prota steel comes with a default sizes, and that default size might not be in agreement to what you want to use. As in this case now, you can see that we have already chosen our base plate, which is the size to be 375 by 375 millimeter. And now this Prota steel default size might not be the same size that we have already done our calculation. So for you to be able to now add up your size that you have already chosen into Prota steel, before you must click your base plate icon here, the first thing you do is to do what? Right click on this place. Now once you right click on the exact icon there and wait for it to now show the dialog box here, as you can see that once you right click now, it will now give you option to now do what? To now add up your own sizes. So right now, since I have chosen right now, I'll come here just now and then type in my size there, 375, and also the length here, 375. Now once I've done that right now, then you have to now come here and type in what? Your base plate thickness. At default here it was 8, so I just put 12 here. So 12, I want to use 12 or try 12 as my base plate thickness. When it fails, I can now come and increase to what? To 16 or 20 if I want, but for now first I want to use 12 to try. Until it has failed, I will now increase to what? 20 and all that. Okay, so right now let me try 12 for my base plate thickness. Okay, so right now on this place now, you have to now come here and then choose your design standard. It was on this other one here, but I have to come here right now and then choose BS 5950. So I want to use BS 5950 or EC3. EC3 basically is for what? Is the design code for what? Eurocode. So as you can see is the design code for steel if you're using what they call Eurocode. Okay, and also knowing that Eurocode is the most relevant code right now in that have not conquered BS code. So I'll quickly choose what? Eurocode 3, EC3. And then once I've done that right now, then come here and then choose your what? Material, base plate material. Okay, I'll choose 275 S275 as my grade of steel for that. Okay, now once I have done that just now, leave everything else at default and then come here. You can also come here also, and then for this anchor bolt here, you can see that I have already said that I want to use anchor bolt of what? M16, which is the 16. So come here and then choose 16. It was on 20 before, but I have to come here and then choose what? 16 here. Okay, once you choose 16, you can leave everything here as before, then put your bolt tolerance here as 2, and then come here and say apply, and then say what? Okay. Now, once you have done that just now, what we have just done is that we have now changed that default size, that default size of base plate that was set on Protastructure as default to what we now have here as 375 by 375 here. Okay, so right now on this, once you've done that right now, then come here, click on this place now, and then click on what? On the steel member here, which is the steel column here, and then wait for it to now show. As you can see right now, it has now shown the size of what? Of our base plate here, as you can see there right now. Okay, so right now this now becomes the size of our base plate here. As you can see that now at default it only comes with 2 bolts. As you can see that it only comes with 2 bolts. If you can see right now, you can now see that this is now a square base plate, which is 375 by 375. Okay, and then if you also check here also, now you can see that at default this Protastructure gives you just two holes for your anchor bolts or for your bolts. As you can see that now, to be able to now make it to up to 4 bolts as what we have on this place here. As you can see that we have 4 bolts here, and from 1, 2 and 3 here and 4 here. As you can see that, why on the Protastructure here we only have 1, and then the other one here, which is 2 here, and then it is not also at the point where we want them to be. So to now transfer or to now change the position of these bolts to how it is here on our AutoCAD here, the first thing we'll do right now is to go back to our Protastructure. Now on our Protastructure now, to be able to change the what? To be able to change the position of the holes for the anchor bolt, the first thing you do is to do what? Double click on this bolt hole here. Double click here. Now once you double click there, to show you right now another interface, which is the bolt group. Now on this place right now, we are not working with the bolts, we are only working on the holes, because we are going to insert anchor bolts separately and not from this from this place here. So right now we are going to work with only with the holes only. So every other things here, I don't want to use them. So I'll come here right now that says position. So on this place now that says positions, now I'll have to come here, click on this first one here. Now on this first one right now, just put your eye here. Let me just rotate for you to see that. Put your eyes here, because this first one here is this one here, and this second one, this second hole here is this other one here, and we will also add other ones to now get it up to 4. But right now we will have to edit this value that came as default based on the size of this base plate here, and this side, and also our values here is already given. Let me just put it here. These are 2 values here, x and y direction is already given, which we have already done the calculation here. As you can see that, so we have what? We have our values on x direction, as you can see that, on x direction here as 158 and y direction here as 158 to be able to transfer this bolt to this end here. So right now I'll come back to this place now. Now on this place now, I'll really put that value there 158, and also on this place here 158. Now once you put 158, make sure you update. If you don't update and then go and say apply, it will not work. So make sure you update. I'll come here right now and then say what? Update here. And then when I say update right now, I'll not come here and say what? Apply here. Okay, so you have not seen that we have not transferred this bolt from this point to this point here, while these other ones here still remain where it is, because we have not yet added a value here. So I'll click here again right now, since we have known that all our bolts right now from this place here is still 158 by 158 x and y, because they are at the same point. So I'll come again right now on my Protastructure here and type the same thing there. On this place now, I'll type minus, as you can see that, minus 158, and also come here and type 158, and then come here and say update, and then say apply. Okay, it will not transfer to this place here. So right now you can see that we have now gotten this our these two holes for our anchor bolt, as you can see there right now, which we have at this very end here. As you can see these two end here. So right now, to now create these other new ones here, these other two here, we will have to come back to this place here and then come here, click on this one here, and then say what, add. Now once we add, now we have to now click on this place here, and then I'll just rotate here for you to see right now how we are going to create a new other holes on this other side. Now let me just directly here. Okay, so right now on this place now, I'll have to come here and then add what here, add here, minus here. I'll add a minus here and then say what, update, and then say what, apply here. You see it here right now, and then come again right now, again click on this other one here, say what, add, and then come here, click on this one, this last one now, remove this other minus here, and then say what, I'll come here and then say update, and then say apply to come here right now. Okay, and then say okay. So right now we have successfully created all our holes, as you can see that, sorry. Okay, so we have now created all our holes now, as you can see them perfectly. We have done the holes, as you can see that. We have gotten the holes at the exact point where we want them to be. So right now it's now create the anchor bolts, as you can see that. Okay, so right now let me now go just minimize right now and then come here, open here up again. Okay, so once we are done right now creating all our holes, now as you can see that we have created all the holes at the exact point where it is meant to be. So right now we will now go ahead and then go and create our anchor bolt. Don't forget that we have a shear key here which comes with the base plate. Okay, now on this place now, you can see that right now we have the 4 holes. Now to now begin to create your anchor bolt, the first thing to do is to now go and minimize this one here, and then go where it says here miscellaneous here. Basically it is on this place here that says miscellaneous steel detailing here. So click on this place here, and then you will see anchor bolts here. Now once you click on this anchor bolts here, anchor bolt also has its own calculation. Now from experience and from most of the steel structures, anchor bolt length is basically from 600 and also 650 and all that. So right now, once you click on this place here, the first thing you have to do, is now click on this on each of the holes here. So once I click on the anchor bolts here, I will now come, sorry, I've already done that before. Once I click here right now, I will now come to this place here, to this hole here, and click at the center of the hole here, and then you will see my anchor bolts here, as you can see that right now. So you can see my anchor bolt just here right now. Then click on the what, escape here, and click on the bolt again first, and then rotate on it. You can see that right now. So if I now want to now change this my to now check how this bolt is, I will what, double click on the bolt here, and once I do that right now to show me the bolt properties, as you can see that right now, I can choose to change all these sizes here. So I can, if I want to use, as you can see that this now, which is at the top of this bolt here, to this very end here, this to this and this is now giving me what? It's giving me 625. So if I want to use 650, I'll quickly come here right now and add what, and add 50 to it. That gives me what? This plus this plus this right now gives me 650. Okay, I'll choose my my size of my bolt here. You can see that you have different sizes here. I can choose 20, but in this case I want to use what, 16. Now come here right now and choose what, 16 here, 16, and then come here and then choose what, choose my material. You can see that we have full material. I'll choose 8.8 as my grade of bolt, as you can see that right now, and then come to this place again right now. Come here, always here was basically 0, so always choose your tolerance to be what, 2. Okay, that's fine, and then I'll keep these other places here as 0 because I've already applied all the length of this place on this place here. Okay, if you don't put this as 0, your bolt, your bolt here won't be lapping with the base plate. Okay, so like right now, if I come here and then put a value here, let me just say I put 20 here, and I put 30 here right now, and then say apply and okay, you can see that it will go up. I can see that right now it will not lap, as you can see right now. So right now, just go back to click on this place right now, and then come here, make this to be 0 and make it to be 0, and apply all your length on this other side here, and then come here and say what, apply, and then what, okay, that's fine. So you can see that it is not lapping right now. Okay, now on this place again right now, you can now see that this place is trying to is already more than what we have here. So you can see that right now it is more than what we have on this side here. So because of this right now, I'll have to go and increase the size of my base plate, because this thing here is trying to come out from the base plate, which is not really nice. So right now I'll quickly go and then increase my base plate. Okay, So to do that right now, I'll just come here right now and then take off this anchor bolt here. Okay, so right now I'll just do this right now and then delete them right now. Delete. I'll say yes, delete up, and then come again, take off this share key here. Take off the share key. Sorry, let me just say cancel. Take off this share key here. Yes, delete. Delete, yes. And also this, and then also this. I think that's all. Then let me just confirm if that's all of them. Okay, yes, that's all. So right now, to now go and create our new both size base plate size now, which is I will now increase to what 400 by 400. I'll now come here right now, come to this base plate here, right click here, and then it now show me to this place here. I'll come to here, general here, and then increase to what 400 here, and then come here again here by what 400 here, and then I'll come again and then say apply, and then say okay, that's fine, and then I'll click on this place now and then click at this base here. Okay, that's fine. So again, do the same thing again that we just did before, and then come here now adjust our bolt now, knowing that we have changed our size, and our size now is now what 400 by 400, which now makes us right now, if I now expand this right now, let me just do some little things here by using calculator here. Let me just increase it by this K to 400. So if I now go and say 400 divided by 375 to get this K factor, that gives me this. I'll just come here right now and copy this entirely, copy this as a whole, copy this right now. Okay, and then now come to this place now, click on at this base plate now, and then say what, say scale, enter, then click at the center of it. Now type any value, then come here and paste that value inside there, and then say enter. Okay, so right now you can now see, let me now confirm that by click here, it becomes 400, and I'll come here and adjust the dimension here, this here to this place, gives me 400. Okay, that's fine. So right now again, I will still go again and then offset what I want to use 30 as my edge distance. I'll come here right now and then choose what 30. Okay, if I choose 30, okay, let me choose 50 since I've already done that already. Let me choose 50 right now since I've already increased the size of the base plate to 400 by 100. I'll now choose what 50 here, and then of what, and then offset this. Okay, right now, and then I'll come here right now and then shift my bolt edge here, and let me confirm first from, okay, shift this bolt right now again. I'll shift this bolt now from this point now to this place here, and then confirm from this point to this point here. What do I have? I have 17. Okay, so, and that's very low because the size of that bolt we have impact on this. So right now I'll have to use what? I'll have to use 45. I'll do 45 right now, 45 or 40 or 45 is okay. Yeah, 45 is okay, and then offset as my edge distance, and then come here. Since I've already known that my edge distance minimum is what 24, and I'll put this at the edge here. This is now my point of, okay, or for the bolt, and do the same thing right now for all of them again. Okay, so by doing that now right now, I'll now come here right now and then take this off, and then you can now see that we have that our distance right now has now changed from 158 to 155 here. You can see that right now. So this is now our new distance from the center of the plate to the bolt distance. Okay, that's fine. So right now we'll now go back to our Protastructure here, and on this place right now, I'll now double click on this place here, double click on this bolt here. Okay, and then come to where what here, position here, and just repeat all what I have done before by doing what, putting 155 right now, and then on this particular place here 155. Okay, and then say update, and okay, come here again right now, click here, put here 155, and then also 155, and then update, and then do what, come here again and say add, and then on this adding now, I'll come here right now and say what, my minus sign here, and it's update, and I'll come again right now, add again, and come here and then remove this minus sign here, take this one off, and then say what, update. Okay, that's fine, and I'll now say what, apply, apply, and then say okay. So we will now have all the bolts, as you can see that right now, at the edges of the, okay, that's fine. So right now you can see that we now have all the bolts now at all the edges, as you can see that right now. That's perfect. So right now we'll now go and then go and start our what anchor bolts again. So right now, come again right now this place here, click here right now, then click on the miscellaneous sitting here, come here and then come here and then say what anchor bolt. I'll click anchor bolt here right now and locate the center of this place right now. Okay, so locate the center of this place right now. Locate the center of this hole. Okay, and click on it right now. Okay, that's fine. So you can now see now this is now our anchor bolt here. You can now see our anchor bolt there. As you can see that it is now lapping inside inside the plate, as you can see that. So right now change this bolt right now. I'll come here and check the bolt properties. Double click on it right now and then begin to check if I want to make any changes here. So I'll always put here as 2. I've been using 2 before, that's why it is showing default, but your own will be showing empty or 0. Okay, and also adjust this here. Don't put any value on this side here, this side here, and transfer all the values here on this place here. So if I now want to use, a bolt length of what 650. So this plus this right now gives me what 625. So I'll come here right now and change on this one right now, change here to what 50, and that gives me what 650. And then I'll come here again right now and choose my bars by my bolt's diameter. Basically it was here at default as 20, so I'll come here and choose what 16 here, and then choose my bolt grade here 8.8. okay, and I'll come here right now and then say what apply, and then say okay, that's fine. So on this place, other place here right now, sorry. So I'll come again right now, then click at this point again right now, the bolt. Now locate this other hole here, and then click at the center of the hole here. Make sure you find the center right the center. I'll locate the center very well here. Okay, locate the center and then click there. Okay, that's fine. And then come again right now. Come over here right now, then click at this point here at the hole again. Find the hole, make sure you find the center of the hole until here is now. That's fine. Then click here. Okay, and then come again right now on this other side here. Rotate or escape first. Click at any of the bolts first, and then rotate to see the other end. Palm. Then click on the bolt again, and then locate the center here, and then click again. Okay, that's fine. So right now, once you have done clicking on your and placing all your bolts, now you can now see that how our bolts are being facing are not nice. You can see that they are all facing at the same direction. I think that. So basically, one is meant to face this other side, and this other one is meant to face the other side again. So right now I will now have to change this direction now by clicking on this other one here, double clicking here, and then come here that says angle here, and then put here, come to the angle and then put minus, and then come here and they say apply, and then okay, that's fine. Then come again right now, click on this other side again right now, and then come here and apply minus here, and then say apply, and then what okay, that's fine. So this is how your anchor bolts are meant to be facing, as you can see that right now. So if I now check right, let me just click on this other one now, and then check right now. You can now see how we have now placed our anchor bolts and also our base plate perfectly, as you can see that. So this is how to calculate edge distance and also place your anchor bolt and also base plate on Prota steel. So we also have other kind of connections that we are meant to make. As you can see that we are meant to connect this side pole line with this with this steel column here, and also connect also the rafters and all that, and also this pole line here to the steel truss here. So you can see that we have been to do, but just for this training is to show you guys how to do all this. Okay, so you just have to repeat all the things I have done for your own base plate. That's why I used a sample that comes with Prota steel. Okay, so thank you so much and God bless you. We love you, and then goodbye. So if you like this video, I'll say you should please subscribe to our channel Ekidel, and then also share this video to your friends and colleagues so that they can also know what to do on Prota steel. So we love you so much and God bless you, and then goodbye for now.